Hi everybody, it's Eddie from Wheelie Tropicals. Today I'm coming with a bit of an impromptu one because I bought something sporadic while I was out. Although I don't usually make B&M kind of plant videos, hence I haven't done a tour there. I do buy from a lot of specialist plant nurseries. When they've got a plant like this beauty at £85, I couldn't exactly resist it. But I did want to highlight an issue that it does have that I'm going to fix straight away. So if you do pick up one of these absolute beauties, I think there was 2 per store, and there was 2 in the one in Birmingham, which I have said previously hasn't had a lot of the tropical stuff, or it was there and people were just more keen than I was, bought it. Also, when I turned up, there was nothing for me. So without further waffle, I'm going to show you what the issue is with this particular plant and how I'm going to aim to get that sorted straight away. The issue is with the actual soil, nothing to do with the pot, because we can swap the pots and these are heavy. So it won't take much. I'm not cussing them for a broken pot, so I'm going to replace it anyway. The issue with this plant is whatever medium this is in, when you water this within what it was, it's absolutely staying on top. Without that hole in the side there, you can see there it's completely full. And the only way that water's escaping, as you can see from the pooling in the middle, it's still pooling now. The only way any of that water is escaping that mix is down through the side. And if I leave that for a minute just while I'm gassing, you can still see that it's still standing. It's just leaking out of the bottom. I'll throw the hose out of the way, but you can see from the medium there that is holding the water for far too long. You can see it on the right hand side as well as in the middle. There is a clear evidence there that this thing will completely rot out. It's completely the wrong medium. I'm sure wherever these are grown, if this was in Spain or whatever, this heavy clay soil or whatever they've grown this in, whatever this mix is, I'm sure is ample, because it will get absolutely baked and I'm sure it dries out. But here in the UK, still, while I'm still waffling now, you can still see that in the middle, that has not cleared. So that thing would most likely rot out. So just to be crystal clear with this is me going to the nth degree. I always like to give my plants the absolute best that I can. So inside this little container that I've got, I use this for when I'm growing in the greenhouse, is a white material that is called perlite. You can see that it's very free draining. Look at the mix on that of me throwing it all over the garden, but it almost looks like kind of polystyrene balls. But you can see when you move it, I don't know if it'll pop up on the camera, there's a lot of dust and stuff that comes out of that. So hence why normally when I'm in the greenhouse, it looks like I've got stuff all over my top. But it's a natural mineral, and what it does, it kind of breaks up that kind of garbage, allows the water to get through. So that is something I'm going to add about 50% into the mix. I've got some coir, which offers very low nutritional value. It's made from coconut husk, which I'll show you that in a moment. And then on top of that, this is me getting kind of bougie really, but it's only because I had it available anyway. It's LECA pebbles, these brown balls, and again, those within that particular mix, if I drop that within the perlite, that will create, as you can see, hopefully without me, will create a nice mix. That with the coir in will free that mix up completely. It's quite difficult to make that mix whilst I'm on camera. I'm going to make up a beautiful mix for it now using all this perlite. Throw a load of LECA in. If you've got things like horticultural grit, pea gravel, any type of stone that you want to use, that's fine. Like I say, this is just because I had this stuff available, and this is like, I would treat this as like the Mac Daddy stuff that you can kind of use. But like I say, there's nothing wrong with putting like 50% horticultural grit and compost in it as well. But I'll show you the mix that I'm going to use and we'll get this repotted. So what we've got here is a bit of a Wheelie Tropicals potting mix, like a plant saving one. Like I say, I'm going to tip this one over just to get it out of the pot. We'll see if I can put one foot on. Yeah, there we go. Let's wiggle that. God, that weighs an absolute ton. You can see they're absolutely sopping wet. Okay, so now we've got the mix. Let's start first things first. New beautiful mix. Plant. This clay, I don't know if it shows on there, but about as clay as that gets. It's really dreadful. Ignore the superhero gloves. I have addressed them on previous videos. So what I'm going to do, I wouldn't ordinarily do this with new plants, but I genuinely feel like this one needs it. It's so heavy. It's just a complete wrong mix for the UK. Like I said before, might have been absolutely perfect with for what it was, where it came from, wherever this is being grown, but for the UK, I think you're going to have mad problems with this. don't know if they're going to get much more benefit or from causing more damage in the long run. So I think we'll go with around about that. And I'm going to put some magic mix in there. I reckon that should be good. Now what we're trying to do is just tuck all this round, give it a bit of a firm down. We'll get this level about as good as we're going to get, and then obviously once we water it in, keep a spare bit of mix is another top tip for you, because the level will drop. So I'll show you the plant looks absolutely perfect. I don't know if it's putting it up on camera, but I'll show you my knees. It's been years since I had dirty knees. Probably last time I was probably about 10, 12 years old, running and sliding on my knees, but my knees are absolutely filthy because of all the clay on there. So hopefully you can see the finished product there. I propped it up on another bucket just to aid the drainage for the moment. As you can see, it's still running out over the bottom, but I'm happy with that. It just proves that the mix has absolutely worked. I've drilled some extra holes in at the bottom just to aid additional drainage as well, but hopefully a little bit of a glow up. It's an absolute beauty, just something to be aware of. But what an absolute bargain. That mix is definitely going to be better than heavy clay. Like I say, I had no problems, just slight squish, and it made it into a complete ball. Everywhere I've looked online, I suggested like where these come from in Mexico and stuff like that. It's got more like of the stony kind of mix. Most places online suggested between 50 and 70% like grit versus like compost or material ratio. So that shows when they're growing in 70% stone or whatnot, they need free draining. That stuff is all over me. It's all over the kitchen floor. So the wife's already collared me for that when I went to go and get the drill. So I've now got to mop the floors downstairs for the sake of this video. But this would not have done well in that particular soil. You might have examples where that's worked, and that's absolutely fine. I'm just bringing you an idea of mine of how I'm going to set this plant up for success. So if you've bought one of these, I would suggest getting as much of that clay off as possible. If you don't, let me know in the comments if you've had one of these for maybe a couple of years from somewhere else and you've left it in that and it's been fine, because then maybe that can put some at ease. I'm just doing a bit of a knee-jerk thing today, giving it the best possible mix. So, but thanks again for B&M for bringing this absolute bargain to us. It's going to get more people into watching the tropical stuff, as well as having a tropical paradise. I've seen these at the specialist places now, a lot more expensive, and I'm not doing an east and west side saying which one's the best or whatnot, because you have people in different camps going, well, that one's 85 quid, that one's 500 quid, whatever it's going to cost. And I don't know the root systems are any better at the specialist places, or if the soil is indeed any better at those places. I've got no frame of reference for that. So if you've bought them, feel free to let me know, but this is just a non-political opinion. It's 85 quid. It was an absolute bargain. I'm sure you can pay more if you wanted to, but I haven't got the money to do that. So it's been an absolute pleasure to pick this plant up today and to get this potted on. I'm going to find a place for it in the garden. But thanks again for watching, and let me know in the comments if this was any use to you. Thanks again.